The coldest truth in relationship psychology. One of the harshest principles in psychoanalysis comes from Otto Kernberg. A woman never walks away suddenly. She detaches emotionally long before she leaves physically. When a woman pulls away, it is not a random mood shift. It is not stress. It is not something she'll get over. It is a psychological withdrawal, a slow, silent collapse of the emotional bond. And most men are completely blind to it. Women do not announce their exit. They signal it through subtle, powerful behavioral shifts. If you cannot recognize these signals, you don't just lose the woman, you lose your respect, your frame, and your value in her mind. Let's expose the 10 psychoanalytic signs a woman is pulling away with brutal honesty. No. 1. Emotional access closes down, attachment withdrawal. According to attachment theory, Bowlby, emotional withdrawal is the first stage of devaluation. A woman who once shared her day, her stress, her fears, her dreams now shares nothing. She becomes emotionally opaque. Why? Because she no longer sees you as a secure attachment figure. Her mind reclassifies you from essential, optional. This is the beginning of psychological detachment, and it always comes before physical distance. 2. Sudden drop in intimacy, evolutionary selection mechanism. Evolutionary psychology is brutally clear. A woman's desire is tied to her perception of male strength, stability, and value. When intimacy drops sharply, she's not tired, she's not busy, she's not stressed. She is reevaluating you on a genetic level. In evolutionary terms, intimacy is a selection signal, and withdrawal is a subconscious evaluation. This man no longer represents the strongest option. It's biological. It's instinctive. It's not reversible through begging or reassurance. But 3. Micro-expressions reveal her true feelings. Ekman's research. Dr. Paul Ekman, the world's leading expert on facial expressions, found micro-expressions expose emotional truth even when words don't. When a woman is pulling away, she leaks. Lip tightening, slight eyebrow tension, eyes drifting away, subtle head retraction. She doesn't know she's doing it. Weak men ignore these signals. Strong men read them instantly. A woman's face always speaks before her mouth does. 4. She stops arguing with you. Psychoanalytic detachment. Freud stated a psychological reality most men refuse to accept. When emotional investment ends, conflict ends as well. Men assume, no more arguing, things are better. Wrong. If she stops arguing, it means she no longer cares enough to fix anything. She is disengaging. She is letting the bond die quietly. Indifference is far more dangerous than anger. 5. She stops making plans. Cognitive disengagement. A woman invests cognitively in the man she values. When she stops planning, initiating, imagining the future, asking for time together, it means one thing: her long-term projection no longer includes you. This is called cognitive disengagement, the mind withdrawing before the body does. It is one of the final stages of emotional detachment. 6. Her patient collapses. Evolutionary risk assessment. Women only lose patience when their subconscious reaches a conclusion. This man cannot lead me anywhere meaningful. This is not personal, it's evolutionary. A woman's tolerance is proportional to her perception of your masculinity, your stability, your emotional strength, your future potential. When these drop, her frustration rises. Small problems become big. Minor mistakes become fatal. This is her evolutionary brain signaling. You are no longer a safe long-term investment. 7. She begins comparing you to other men. Mate value comparison. This is not conscious. It is not malicious. It is biological strategy. Her mind starts scanning the environment. He's more confident. He's more assertive. He's more driven. This is known as mate value comparison. It means your value in her eyes is decreasing, while the perceived value of other men is increasing. The final mental shift is brutal. I can do better. Once she reaches this conclusion, her emotional exit is almost complete. 8. Loss of empathy toward you. Emotional numbing. A woman who once worried about your feelings now seems cold, distant, indifferent. This is emotional numbing, a psychological defense mechanism. She is detaching to protect herself. Her empathy shuts down. Most men respond by pleading, explaining, chasing, demanding answers, trying to fix it. All of these behaviors push her further away, because a woman cannot empathize with a man she no longer respects. 9. Delayed responses become the norm. Behavioral delay model. Behavioral psychology explains this perfectly. The timing of a response reflects the value of the relationship. Attraction equals responses. Detachment equals delayed responses. Disinterest, dead responses. When she begins to reply hours later, then half a day later, then the next day, then not at all, she is reducing your emotional priority. Her delay is a ranking system and you are slowly falling to the bottom. 10. She is no longer afraid of losing you. This is the final stage. Women leave emotionally long before they leave physically. How can you tell? No jealousy, no concern, no curiosity, no emotional reactions, no effort, no anxiety about your absence. In psychoanalytic terms, this is fear disconnect. When a woman is no longer afraid of losing you, it's because she already has. The stupid man's reaction. He chases harder. When weak men sense a woman pulling away, they panic. They try to reassure, explain, ask what's wrong, check her phone, force conversations, seek validation, beg for closeness. All of this communicates, I need you more than you need me. This is repulsive to a woman's psychological instinct. It accelerates the detachment. It kills attraction. It destroys respect. You cannot chase a woman back into emotional investment. You can only push her further away. The strong man's response? Silent, cold, strategic. A powerful man does the opposite of what weak men do. 1. He instantly pulls back. No chasing, no demanding, no panic. Distance is not punishment, it is self-respect. 2. He rebuilds his value internally. He doesn't try to fix her, he fixes himself. His discipline, his boundaries, his emotional frame, his purpose, his presence. A woman returns only to a man whose value rises. 3. He analyzes the root, not the symptoms. Instead of asking, why is she leaving? He asks, where did I lose my masculine center? 4. His silence becomes his power. He doesn't dramatize, he doesn't overexpress. He sends one message without speaking, I am whole without you. 5. He does not attempt to reverse the pull away. This is where strong men separate from the weak. They understand, if respect is lost, the relationship is already dead. The darkest psychological reality. A woman's withdrawal signals are not mood swings. They are not confusion. They are not stress. They are emotional withdrawal, attachment decay, loss of perceived male value, subconscious mate reselection, psychoanalytic disconnection, the death of long-term investment. These signals don't lie, and they don't reverse easily. Here is the final truth. You cannot stop a woman from pulling away, but you can become the man women never pull away from. Learn the signals, respect the signals, and never let yourself become blind to them again. The man who can read these signs never loses control of a relationship because he never loses control of himself.